All right, let's see if we can do it. I am going to do this pattern, the tree of life, on that little bitty stone. All right, let's get into it. Let me show you something real quick. If you've never done these types, it's going to be a cage around, and this works into the bale. And the way we do that is by drawing it. All right, and I've already made mine, and it fits in there just like so. Okay, just like that. Now I'm going to be putting it in this vise. These are the two pairs of cutters and I guess needle nose pliers, bent pliers, whatever you want to call them. So yeah, I got a couple other pieces back here that I'm going to be working on. This is the wire. What do we got here? 16 gauge. That's for the cage and bale. 22. That's going to be for the tree. And 24 is going to be the wrap around the bale. All right, so let's get started. This happens really quick. Just going to put this in the vise here. And I've just got this vise nailed down. And it's really simple. We're going to cut off a piece about, I don't know, about 15 to 20 inches long. Alright, that's probably enough. I'm just cutting it with the cutters. I mean, you can use a pair of scissors for this, so yeah. Alright, let's get up in there. So basically, I put a bend on there. We're going to slide it down the center, however you want to put it in there. It doesn't matter. And you can hold it in place, or you can try to get it down inside the vise, like so, and kind of hold it in place. Basically, all you're going to do is wind it up, making sure you don't cross thread it and you don't get these two going sideways. Once you get up so high, push this down with, you can push it down with your fingernail. And you can flatten that out with a pair of pliers. So yeah, if you wanted to get fancy, you could squeeze that and it would flatten it out. Other than that, you just weave it up. Now, some of you guys may not know that I cut these and polished them in a tumbler. I got it sitting right over here. And I actually I'm getting ready to make a video of me changing the rocks out. I'm using a finer polish by going to 12,000 grit and then 22,000 grit. And you can kind of see, I think, or 24,000 grit. I got them over there. Watch the video, but you can see how that's going. And you just keep going around and around and around. I should speed this up, but really it doesn't take that long to do it. Getting ready to go on a little trip. To Warsaw, Missouri. And do some big cat fishing. All right. Now, once we're at this spot right there, you can see how fine that is, right? Yeah, that's nice. So, yeah, we're going to pull it out now. And basically, I'm going to use the pliers, these right here, take this in between here. If I can grab it, oh, the old hands. Put it in the center, pull it down. All right. I'll do it one more time. Oh, I might have to break out the old, what you call it here. So basically, I'm going to push that back into there one more time, and it's barely going to make it. But you'll see what I do. Down here at the bottom, I am going to turn this in on itself one time. Let's see if I can do this on camera. Ooh. Yeah, I'm not going to be able to, but I can wrap it a couple times inside there. And once I bring it on the back side, just like so. I am going to bend these apart, pull this down as far as I can. Pull that tight. All right, I think it went in there. I got my magnifier right here. Yeah, it did. All right, so you can see where you're at. And, oh, really? You ready to go back outside? Yeah, at this point, you're just going to bend it over. You're going to meet up the two ends right there, just like so. You give me a second, gotta let the cat out. That's your bail. All right, so at this point, I am going to wrap these right up underneath here. Wrap them around the back side here. Let's just reach through. Well, I didn't give myself enough, did I? Let's go ahead and do this. I can always pull this back. Take this off here. Right, and back this up to where I know I got a couple coils that I can take around and still have a good bail. And it's really, it was a big bail, I have to say. We'll just do that. And you'll see what I'm talking about. Take it back through, pull it back down. Now basically what I'd like to do right now is put a stitch in it, and I got plenty of line to do that. And what I'm saying is, once I press this into place here, all right, just basically bringing it inside itself and pulling it tight. And at this point, you might want to use some pliers. Until it looks just like that. Right. Now to hold that thing in place, I'm going to bring it around one more time and still put a loop on the back side right here. Turn it inside itself. Back on there. Right, like so. Right, so when you cut this thing off, right here, it's buried behind there. Okay, so now we're going to bend it over. And you can use your pliers if you want. I'll bring these back together again. Slide them through. Right. Once you get them here, now that I got it long enough, you bend one up on each side. Right. Then you're going to go around it twice on each side. You don't need to watch me do all that. You'll see it here in a sec. All right, so at this point, you got this bail made. And you cut your pieces out to where they're going to be buried under the rock. Just like so. All right. It's gonna look cool. It's hard to do. All right, now we're gonna do the limbs, the trunk and limbs, or the roots and the limbs, I should say. No, I guess I should say the roots, the trunk, and the limbs. So let's get some pieces cut. We're gonna use the 22 gauge right there, and I'm gonna cut. Now I have a ruler over here. Uh, each piece about 7 inches long. All right. And you can make as many roots as you want. With this, I'm only going to go with 5 because it's such a small piece. But you'll see. I'll be back. 5 at 7 inches. All right, now that we got our wires cut, we're going to put a little bend on there. About a 1/4 inch, 3/8 of an inch. You're just going to turn it around the cage like so. You're going to twist it on there. So go ahead and bend them. I'm going to bend mine. I'll be back in a sec. All right, so at this point, we're going to start putting them on here and then slide them up. Okay, so when you're putting these on with this lighter wire, you can actually hand twist this. All right, watch how I do this. I just bring it around on itself. All right. The only thing is, at the very end, pull your wires together and push this down, and you make sure that it's on the back side where the I'll tell you what, normally I got this, and I got it right here. Magnifier. That's where I should be looking here. See if I can see it right. Yeah. Just like so. It's on the back side. Nope. Yeah. It'll be right underneath the rock. Okay, so the way I have this going is on the outside. Now, if you wanted to, and sorry about that, normally they go on the inside. Well, I can do it either way. Let's see here. Yeah, that'll work. All right, so I'm going to push this up out of the way and then attach the rest of them. Actually, this one needs to be on the other side because I want the roots. You see the vines going around the bale? If you're looking from the side, you can see them going up that way. And then I'm going to have them going up that way with the others. But yeah, you just hook them up. And you can skip forward with this if you want. But that one's up out of the way. I'm just going to hand twist this on here. Just like so. push this up here. If you want more roots, right, you just hold on to it and bend it on itself. Just like wrenching it on. So I'll move this one up out of the way. And you can see this don't take very long. These other intricate pieces that I've made and doing inlays, oh, wait till you see this idea I just came up with. Oh! Yeah, you gotta watch it. Once you get down to, unless you get some really hard fingers, that wire will go into your finger. Just bend it down on itself. I'm gonna put a couple more twists on it. All right. Now, gotta wrap the roots in the other direction. 2 more roots. Here we go. So yeah, I'm basically just wrenching it on itself. Although that didn't go on right. My mistake. It's alright if you kink this wire up, but this one, there we go. Boom. And you can actually just slide it back up on this one too. And at this point, you don't have to worry about how much you bend your wires. And like I said, on some pieces you do. This one you don't. You're gonna bend your wires anyway. All right. Woo! Almost went up underneath the fingernail there. All right. Get a couple extra turns on there if I can. All right. Just like so. Okay. Now what I'm going to do is get them back into position. And all this really happens pretty quick. I'm not sure. I only paused the video a couple times. But yeah, you can bring these all down into place. Like so. Right? Now, there's several different ways we can go about doing this. Actually, let me see if I can tilt the camera down. All right, so what we're going to do put the rock back on there. And we're going to hold it approximately in place. Okay, and I'm going to start with these roots over here. Pull this back down into place here. You want to hold the rock in place and pull your roots over, just so they can form somewhat to the shape that you're going for. Okay? Now we know these roots are going to connect way down here, right? So what you have to do is basically, I got these bent, right? So I can pull the rock away. I'm going to pinch this. Well, I don't know if I could pinch it with my big fat fingers like this, but let's see what I can do. I know they're going to separate right there. We want that twist right in there. So maybe I hold these with this right about here. Use these. Let's see if I can do this on camera. All right. Okay. Let's spread these roots out a little. And you can manipulate these as much as you want. All right. So at this point, I'm going to, I just can't pinch it with my fingers. I can barely hold it. Hold it like that. I want to put a good twist on this, keeping the wires down here in between my fingers apart. Just like so. And you're going to probably make several twists, because with a 5 being 5, this is going to be part of the trunk too. You'll see what I mean here in a minute. And put the stone back in there just to test it out. Let's see here. See if I can do it on camera. Yeah, it wants to slip off there. That's all right. Luckily, this wire is really forgiving. But that's about it right there. Now we're going to do the same thing on the other side. So I can flip these totally out of the way. Middle wire we're just going to leave hanging. All right, these two. I know that if I go over here and go up about 3/8 of an inch, so as long as I'm pinching right here, I can make my twist. I think that's probably enough. Then I can take my finger and actually make the bend that it would make around the rock. I'm going to do the same thing with my, pull that one out of the way just like the bottom. Put a bend in it. That way it drops down some onto that wire. And so once you drop it into place, I do believe that's how I wanted it. Yeah, yeah, like that. My big old fingers. I think we got this though. Let's see here. Leave that out of the way for now. Let's bring this over. And we're going to start wrapping this middle piece here. And I like to go around clockwise around the outside. Hey, Sarah. I don't know if that was the rain or the cat.
There's no cats outside.
Oh, okay. All right. You got everything packed?
Yeah. Uncle Brian texted me. He was asking if we left yet.
Actually, we're not leaving till this afternoon. So I've got the middle wire tied in now. And you can see how it's starting to turn into a cage. Once we bring this one down, bring it over. Let's see if I can do this right here. Yeah, that's about it. Okay. We're gonna end right about there. And somehow twist that out, bending them all up. Okay. So I bent it too far, so I'm gonna back it up, twist it down further on the wire. So I gotta open that cage back up. You seen how all I did was turn it back on itself. You pull these wires back out where they're supposed to be. Boy, tell you what, it's not easy grabbing this thing. Okay, twist this a couple more down here and then pull it back down here. Let's see if we can get that in there. This stone is so slick. But you're trying to push it back up into there, into that cage you made, moving your wires around. See if I can get it on camera now. The only thing that sucks, I didn't get this wrapped around there better. This one. Huh. All right, we're about to drop this sucker into place. Yeah. Yeah, I like that. What do you think? Now, I'm going to hold that in place, right? I'm going to back this up a little bit. Oh, I can't even see what I'm doing. I got to pull my little magnifier back here. Oh! Let's see here. Dun, 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 dun. Now, from right here, I know that I want it to go up about that high. Right? So I'm just manipulating the branches to where they spin out or whatever. And you can do all kinds of different shit at this point. Like, I'm going to make this one twist right here. And that's going to make the cage going around here. And I'm going to do the same thing. Actually, no, I'm just going to bring this one around, single. And then I'll do a wrap with this. I mean, you can use your pliers if you want. And that will complete the tree. So let's drop the stone in there. Oh, my fat fingers. Let's see here. So at this point, I can just wrap some of these around here and lock it into place, right? Something like so. And that's not what it's going to look like, but I'm going to bring this piece. So I got to tie off in the back. So I'm going to do the same thing up at the top that I did down here. It's just not going to be as easy, right? So at this point, I'm going to straighten this wire out kind of. And all I'm going to do is wrap it. You got to hold your piece in place. All right. Once you lock this side in, I mean, you can go back, but it's not as easy as you think. We'll raise this up. All right. And I am bringing this wire to the right-hand side. So it goes down. And I can go all the way around if I want. Take it all the way down and complete the circle. Or, the cage part of it. And you can see how that will lock it into place. All right. I'm just going to pull this out of the way for the time being. And we're going to come over to the other side with this single wire. Now I'm holding this in place. Sorry about that. And what I need to do is bring this underneath. I could have went over the top, but this really locks it in place. Just like so. All right. At this point, I'm going to do the same thing. Come over here and wrap it. Pull it tight. So at this point, you can see it's locking itself into place. And all I'm doing is winding this around. Now, just a point. I can manipulate it where it sits. All right. I don't like how this is wrapped around there twice. Or even 3 times. Yeah. Something like that. All right, so we'll go over here. I'm going to lock the top in. Right. so, under the wire, pull it through. I use my fingernail just to straighten out the wire. Hopefully you can see this. Ah. Here we go. Bring this one back up. Bring this one back up. All right. We got that one in place. Pull this one in place. Yeah, just turn it back on itself. All right. Which one do I not have in place? The more you stretch this into place, pull these up, lock them in, better off you are. All right. Just getting these out of the way so I can put this last one in. Slide it under, pull it out. Try not to kink it up, but sometimes it happens. On this piece, you don't care. You're going to have kinks. All right. Oh, it's locked into place now. All right. let me cut all the pieces off on the back, and what I'm going to try to do is actually bring this back around and actually cut it just on the back side, so when it goes over, it rests. Kind of hard to show you. Down in that gap. Okay? See if I can't pull it off. I'll be back. Alright, so I got all the pieces cut. I can't believe I got her done. Alright. At this point, you're going to take your pliers and put some bends in your roots. Ooh. Stay on camera, Jan. And be careful with your stone while you're manipulating the roots. Put as many bends in there as you want. Oh, shaky hands.
Do you need help?
Huh?
I said, do you need help?
Oh, no. I'm almost done, sir. Check it out. I was not planning on doing this, but I'm glad I did. Ooh. Kind of looks like somebody standing there. All right. Now, all you need is a leather cord like this. Okay, let me back out of here. All right. Something like that. You're all set. I actually did this for some friends. They're going to watch the cats for us. And I'm also doing these two for them. I'm going to repolish them. That's another video I'm doing. I'm going further on the polish. I do believe it's 24,000 grit. So yeah, 2 more stages. And these are so cool. See how translucent they are? It's like a little scene in each one of them. But yeah, she wanted that done. So I hooked it up. She was going to try to do it. But yeah. All right. Go ahead and throw these in there. Check those out. Like, share, subscribe. Hit that notification bell. And you all have a great day.